excited are you to get started here at UTPB?
Yeah, I mean, even more excited now. We just finished up our first practice out in this beautiful weather that we're having right now, and can't be, it's tough to put into words. Obviously, this is a great honor and a great university that I now get the opportunity to represent. I've been thrilled with everybody who I've had the opportunity to meet with on campus. I've inherited a terrific group of young women. They have been hungry and motivated to get started with this process, and so it's tough to put into words. And I think when you step into a role like this, obviously there are some things that need to change. It makes it a lot easier when you know that you have the backing of not only the university but the department, but also the players as well too.
You kind of answered my next question, but just talk about what attracted you to this job.
Yeah, I think one was the opportunity to come and be a part of a university that aligned a lot with the visions that I wanted to achieve as a coach at this level. Obviously having a chance to compete in the Lone Star is one of probably the best conferences in the nation, and so to have an opportunity where you can step into a program where you feel like you can make a difference at the end of the day. Whereas many of the things that excited me, my family is located here in Texas, so the chance to be a little bit closer to home, and then what really impressed me was the people. You hear about that a lot when you go through this process as well too, but all the interactions that I've had, whether it's been on campus or out in the community, I've met some terrific people that made this decision a lot easier.
And Coach, welcome first of all. And then second, obviously the culture's kind of been, I wouldn't say the greatest around here. What are some things you'd like to change?
Yeah, I think anytime that you step into a role like this, there's obviously some things that need to change unless you're inheriting a program that's coming off a championship, right? And so I think for one thing, the biggest thing that we're preaching, and I don't know what really the culture was before stepping into here. You hear what you hear, obviously, but we want to bring fun back to this game for these players, right? This is not their job on a day-to-day basis. This is what they love to do. And so we try to motivate them with that. We want to produce successful people at the end of the day. And so that's a lot of what I'm geared towards, and what we're really trying to teach is just not what's going to make you the best to be on the field at the end of the day, but also what's going to make you successful 20, 30, 40 years from now as well too. And the players have obviously bought into that. They're super excited, I think, to have someone who's coming in who, they know that there's going to be a high expectation. They know that there's absolutely going to be a high standard, but we're not going to lose track of what we're trying to accomplish here as well too. And it's not just what happens on the field.
Just hearing your resume is pretty lengthy. So, how do you think your past experiences in coaching and just soccer in general will help you with this coaching opportunity?
Yeah, I think one, stepping in and this being my second time being a head coach, there's obviously some things I've learned through this process as well too, and obviously some things I kind of maybe get to change about what my process is going to look like through this transition period. And then you lean on, look, been at the Division II level, so you have a little bit of an understanding of what the expectation and standard is. Having the opportunity to have been at the Division I level, saw maybe what it looks like, to do it on a little bit of a bigger stage. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you take something from everywhere that you've been. And I'm super grateful to all of the different institutions that have given me the opportunity to be on staff because I've learned a lot. And so when you look back on pulling from that, the biggest thing I learned is you got to be yourself at the end of the day. I'm not trying to be anybody other than who I am and do the things that I think is ultimately going to work. But obviously being in a lot of different successful programs, you get to kind of model that and take a little bit from those things as well too, and try to lean on them to help you build through this period as well.